In today's video, we're going to be talking about why reviews are helpful in our customer journey. And I'm going to be sharing with you some of the game-changing review strategies that my customers have been using to see tremendous success and shorter sales cycles. Let's take a look. We're going to be breaking down exactly how customer reviews help you retain and gain more customers and to shorten up your sales cycle. I'm also going to be giving you some key questions that you can be asking your most successful clients in order to elicit the best customer reviews to help your customer journey. Okay, the first thing that I want to start out with is getting customer reviews or testimonials can often be a pain point for a lot of businesses. They have successful clients who give them nice reviews, but they're in written form or they are via a text message, or sometimes it's a social media post. And oftentimes I see a lot of businesses not know how to use these or where they can be helpful within the customer journey, or they will just put them anywhere. They had a few reviews that were given, however long ago, and they will just put them up on websites and they don't necessarily apply. So one of the things that I really want to drive home is the importance of putting the right customer reviews in the right places in your customer journey and making it an integral part of your overall marketing strategy. So as an example, I wouldn't necessarily want to highlight somebody's end result success if they're right in the middle of their sales process and there may be a fulfillment process that they need to journey through before getting that. A lot of times that's what I see in reviews is Sally got this result in just short amount of time. And while that is helpful and having a picture of Sally and her success also helpful, it doesn't tell the totality of the journey. And this is where that game changer is going to come into play, is asking the right questions at the right moments from your lead, your customer, your prospect, in order to get the right testimonial for that section of your customer journey is critical. As always, I do want to quickly review what the different columns or parts of your customer journey could be. We have your advertising, your marketing, your sales, and your fulfillment. I want to have customer reviews at every stage, and I want them to apply to where that lead or that customer is reading that testimonial and they can see themselves in that person's testimonial. When we have a customer who is engaging and they're seeing our content and they're reading a testimonial that's helping them to see themselves at the next stage of our customer journey, that's what we would call like a conversion point, okay? And having testimonials at all of our conversion points is really helpful in being able to convey that message of we know what we're doing and here's how we can help get you to that next level. We want to speak to the pain points of somebody right in that moment, not in the moment of 10 steps down the road. So you might be asking yourself, well, great, what questions do I ask in order to help my lead convert into their next stage? And what are those questions that I can ask? So I want to break down some of these questions. The first one is asking the person who is giving you the review, asking them to write out or in video say exactly what it is that they had wanted. What was the problem that they were facing? You're going to get a myriad of responses to this. And I know that from seeing thousands of customer reviews across hundreds of businesses in the last 7 years. But there's a lot of times you will get a response of what they were looking for or what they were wanting and what their problem was that often have nothing to do with perhaps even what it is your service was. They're going to be broad. So it is important to help them be as focused as you want them to be in that. Because like I said, you will get a broad range of topics. The second question is, you do want to always ask them, how did this problem make you feel? Understanding the feelings behind that is going to give you a far superior customer review that somebody will be able to see themselves in. And I usually ask when I'm doing these, I ask them to give me a couple of feelings. The third main question is asking them to explain the outcome that they got, how their problem was solved. And I like to use the word the outcome versus what were your results or what did you get out of it? There's something about the word outcome that does really help to elicit more of a response than a lot of other questions. The final thing that I always like to ask is, what would you say to somebody who is on the fence about doing business with, and insert your business's name there. The reason that I love that one is because it calls out and usually produces sentences or sound bites that help a lead understand that they might be on the fence and answer a specific question. The other thing that I love about these types of customer reviews is that it now gives you different spots inside of that total journey where you can use these. You can use different parts of it so that it can speak to somebody with where they're at. Now that we understand why customer reviews are so helpful in our customer journey, I want you to go through and check out this video here where we break down how to map and build a customer journey that can work for you.